remember seeing this when we got nominated for a Grammy, because that was like, you'd think that would have been like, whoa, we're here.
Mm-hmm.
And when we were there in the Grammys, dressed up nice, Questlove sitting right in front of me in the Grammys, like, we're here. Why am I miserable? Right? Because it's like, never are we going to win. And then if we would have won, we didn't win. But if we would have won, then it would have been like, are we going to win again? Or is this the pinnacle? Am I done? Now is it done? Am I on the downhill now? Or, there's always something. If you get the $1 million, am I going to lose it? Now am I going to... Is that there's always something else. And it's kind of the genius and the disease of the human mind is we can be sitting in these chairs and here we are, and this moment is all there is. But because we have these minds, we can imagine something other than it is. So we can go, ooh, I should have a better chair than this. Right? Like, this chair is kind of shit. So I wish I should have a better chair. And we can use that to actually, I could go get a better chair if I wanted in the future. So we can use that power to like create a crazy, complex, beautiful world. But also, if we don't know how to turn that off and on or recognize what we're doing, we're never actually enjoying the chair that we're in. We're never actually enjoying anything that really is, because we're always just in this moment. So that's, the genius and the curse of the human mind. So until we can learn to balance that and see, yes, we're on a journey towards something because we have this imagination. We could imagine what else we could be doing. And there's all this movement, quote unquote movement in our minds. But if you look at this moment, there's no movement. Like, if you look at this moment small enough, we're just sitting here. But we're making a podcast. We're doing something that's going to create something. But in this moment, we're not doing anything.
Yeah.
So like both of those things together, and if we can enjoy the not doing anything, then we can become more like the rest of nature is doing things, but it's not worried about doing things. The trees are growing. They're not worried about growing. They're going to keep growing, but they're not sitting there fretting about it.
I like your example about the chair too. Like, I think that's actually an important way to look at something like this. Like, almost looking at it like a skill, like a tool that you can pull out when you need, in a way, because especially when it's something like ambition or like creativity or whatever, where it's seen pretty unanimously as a virtue, or even as kind of like, in some circles, it's like a superpower. I mean, it's like you have this power to like get things done, or this power to like make something that will like change somebody's life on some level. Like, that doesn't make it any more or less of a tool or a skill. It's the same as like if you were like a really, really, really good runner, like you can still use a car. There's still going to be situations where it's more appropriate. Like if you have to go grocery shopping, you're not going to be like, well, let me lace up and just go do this. Like you're going to take a car and you're going to get your stuff and you're going to come back and you're still going to be an elite runner. So it's like when you apply that type of thinking, which to me feels right case by case, but when you apply that type of thinking to everything in your identity in your life that it could apply to, what's left? Like, what's that through line? What's that thread that everything kind of winds around? And how do you avoid feeling disingenuous? Like, how do you avoid that feeling that you're putting on a different mask or something when those things actually were parts that you considered integral to your identity? Or what if there's nothing left? What if you're just kind of a collection of, like, I have that image of like the thing of umbrellas next to the door, like, what if you're just that? You're just a bucket. Like, it's like, it takes you to a scary, bad place. So like, I see why people don't do this.